Jack Grealish injured. Raheem Sterling, of course, very much playing himself in.
Well, Jack Grealish, and we've had this discussion, all the boys pretty much, on here. I don't think there's any suggestion that he's been a disaster thus far, but this Jack Grealish at the moment is not going to cut the mustard in this City team. I've talked about it. Everybody's talked about it. This is not a normal squad. You can be replaced in this team in a heartbeat, out, because the standards that have been set, particularly in the forward areas and now obviously in the defensive areas as well, since the likes of Diaz come in, Cancelo's come in, it's an 8 or 9 out of 10 every week are back on the bench.
Yeah.
And Jack Grealish has been okay, but okay at Man City with their aspirations and with what this coach wants is not going to be enough. On top of that, he's not quite had the phone call yet about what's expected of him in terms of his off-field as well. So when you put all that in the bag, Jack Grealish is not in the first 11, even if he's fully fit and available at the moment, because he hasn't done enough compared to other players in this City team. I think that's just factual.
And on top of that, Nedum, you've got Raheem Sterling showing flashes of his best once again.
Yeah, he certainly is. Again, it wasn't like a perfect performance today, but the goal was absolutely incredible. And off the back of scoring a hat-trick on the weekend, you can see that he's getting things rolling. And you see him, you see Mahrez. I think they're the top two scorers for the club so far this season. So as Craig is alluding to there, like, Grealish doesn't just walk straight back into this side, especially when the players are playing as well as those guys are right now. So Sterling, is great. I think he became the 10th highest goal scorer for Man City tonight with the goal that he scored. He's got over 100 goals in the Premier League. He's scored more goals than Didier Drogba in the Premier League, which is kind of mind-blowing. So credit to him for reaching those achievements and having those accolades, especially because it's not like he's 32, 33 years of age as well. So Sterling feels like he's coming back, and for City, it's a joy because most of the trophies that they've won across the years, when he's anywhere near their best, they always seem a lot more attainable. So good luck to him.
I think for Sterling, it's end product, isn't it? He does so many good things, and his end product has certainly improved at Man City. There's no doubt about that. The goals, and Nedum will say the stats will back it up. I think he had like a few players had a quiet period earlier this year, but he's come over that. And I think that's the difference. One of the differences with Grealish is at times there's lots of nice tippy-tappy stuff, and particularly early on in the season, all the fouls on him. But I think at this club at the moment, with where they are, they need something tangible at the end.
Right.
And it ain't happening for him.
No.
Every time I see him play, I rarely ever think he's going to score. I rarely ever think he's going to play a killer pass. But I do know he's going to get it and just pop it off to the side or do whatever. And there's others in the Man City team that can do that. This City side is about end product. We've seen Bernardo Silva starting to do it. Raheem Sterling scores goals. De Bruyne's form is back on top. You've got Foden who can come in. Riyad Mahrez, who is always a bit of a wand on that left foot, cutting in from the right. So I'm sorry, Jack Grealish is not even in the equation at the moment, apart from potentially to come off the bench.
What if they had a striker? Right.
Well, but this is a funny conversation, because people say, I don't think we ever said Man City won't win anything if they don't get a striker, but clearly City felt, right, let me put it one way. City tried to buy a striker in the summer.
Yeah.
Went out quite hard for Harry Kane. That tells you that they thought they needed somebody in that position. When it became untenable in terms of the price, they went back and said, OK, we'll go with what we have in the manner in which we did last year. That's fine, and I get that, and it's working great at the moment. But people should not forget that City went out to try and buy a striker in the summer. In fact, did buy a striker in the January transfer window, and the young lad who's going to be coming in from Argentina.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.